Shifting focus for now to the war in Ukraine. The battle for control of territory is still on, but there is another front where a battle is being waged: gas supplies. Now, in recent months, Russia has stepped up the pressure on Western countries, particularly Europe. Russian gas supply to the region has been cut substantially since the war started. We all know by now how badly Europe was impacted by this. Gas prices shot through the roof. European leaders issued rationing orders. There were growing fears that Europeans could be forced to endure an extremely cold winter. European leaders raised fingers at Russia. They claimed that Moscow was, quote-unquote, weaponizing gas supplies.
Russia is blackmailing us. Russia is using energy as a weapon. And therefore, in any event, whether it's a partial, major cutoff of Russian gas or a total cutoff of Russian gas, Europe needs to be ready.
Europe was crying victim because Moscow was using its biggest leverage against the West: gas supplies. But Russia's leverage could be weakening. Gas prices have suddenly started to fall in Europe. The benchmark price for natural gas in Europe has recorded a drop of over 70%. That's a lot. But why are the prices falling? Because Europe has all the natural gas it needs for now. I have some numbers for you. Germany's gas reserves are more than 97% full. What about Europe at large? Europe's gas stocks stand at well over 93%, and that is well above the goal of 80% that European leaders had set for themselves heading into the winter. So safe to say, Europe seems to be in a good position right now. But how exactly did this happen? Not too long ago, Europe was complaining about gas shortages, and now it is sitting on a surplus. Well, there are a combination of factors at play here. Of course, the rationing of gas helps to an extent, but Europe has been on a buying spree all summer. Companies that sell gas flooded the European market. Special ships have been deployed. They are supplying gas to Europe from countries like the United States, Qatar, even Russia. Europe is likely to continue pursuing more gas deals, that too aggressively. Consider this. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz visited Athens. He met with the Greek Prime Minister. What did the two leaders discuss? The energy supplies. Both countries are joining forces now to ramp up more gas supplies.
We want to use our joint strength to form consortia that can buy gas together. This will lead to lower prices. We want to create the possibilities, for example, when it comes to storage capacities, to acquire part of them jointly. And overall, we want to contribute to driving speculation out of the market with the decisions that have been taken in regards to dealing with price peaks. That is very, very important.
And there is more that is happening in Brussels. The EU energy ministers met this week, and they are considering proposals to contain gas prices further. How are they going to do that? One of the options is to place a price cap.
We have to find solutions that help us to calm down the gas market in the way that our consumers and businesses can keep operating and will not lose their level playing field against other global market regions.
So even with the excess reserves, Europe is still working on more solutions. And that is because they are not out of the woods yet. Demand could pick up in the coming days, which means the European gas stocks could start to decline, and replenishing it means buying more gas. And that could get harder in the coming weeks. With the arrival of winter, countries and regions beyond Europe might need more gas as well. Bigger economies like China might start buying up more stocks. The Chinese economy has not fully opened up yet, thanks to the zero COVID policy. If China reopens, it will be competing with Europe in the gas market. So the region is still vulnerable. Europe's gas-intensive industries are showing their weaknesses. German chemical manufacturing giant BASF is making some tough calls. It has a plant on the Rhine River. The same plant eats up more gas than Switzerland. That might change soon because BASF has decided to downsize in Europe. One of the reasons behind that decision is rising energy prices. The prices of gas are coming down in Europe, but clearly that alone cannot completely solve the region's energy crisis. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.